Good day! Our discussion for today is Retail Management Information System or RMIS. The first topic is the effect of a single customer transaction. According to US officials, consumer transactions are used to provide consumers with the goods and services they require or desire. These financial connections are critical for keeping businesses afloat and creating jobs for people who then become customers. They are also necessary for a strong economy, which has an impact on local governments and political parties. Citizens must buy products and services to pay state and local sales taxes. The money raised by these transactions is used to support municipal services like law enforcement and education. There are 7 aspects that play a part in customers' transactions, which can affect their circulation in positive and negative ways.
Why IT in retail? Gaining a competitive advantage in the retail sector requires market knowledge as well as data and information control. Markets are continuing to develop and get more complex. The once simple process of retailing has begun to deploy more advanced retail information systems to handle all of the transactions. Today, retailers need to transform their IT capabilities for multiple reasons, including the following: to improve the company's ability to respond to changing market conditions by increasing speed and flexibility, to gather and evaluate customer data in order to improve differentiation, and to work effectively. Retailers need a single system that works across stores or even across national borders to ensure the most efficient use of inventory and improve business processes. Retailers are beginning to notice that technology's role is one of an enabler. Essentially, information technology can speed up processes and deliver cost-saving benefits to the company.
Applications of IT. Some of these are electronic data interchange or EDI, database management, data warehousing, and data mining, transaction processing system or DPS, decision support system or DSS, enterprise resource planning or ERP. There are also the internet and internet, e-commerce or e-trailing, and more other applications of IT. The information bus. This consists of application system, portals, custom, process automation, mainframe, where adapters attaches directly to the bus and brokers messages between host screens, business partners, and lastly, database where it facilitates information of the data.
The basic supply chain. A supply chain is a network between a company and its suppliers to produce and distribute a specific product to the final buyer. This network includes different activities, people, entities, information, and resources. The supply chain also represents the step it takes to get the product or service from its original state to the customer.
Framework in analyzing SCM issues. First, what is SCM? It is the management of the flow of goods and services between businesses and locations, and it includes the movement and storage of raw materials, of work-in-process inventory, and of finished good, as well as end-to-end order fulfillment from point of origin to point of consumption. Now let's proceed to the framework in analyzing SCM issues. I will start at the bottom, the implementation, the information system policies and procedures, facilities and equipments, and organization and change management. We need to address this first because this is where the products start. Next is functional, the warehouse design and operation, transportation management, and materials management. These issues are basically the production of the product. Next is structural, the channel design and network strategy. Channel design is critical because they determine a product's market presence and buyer's accessibility to the product. Structural is where you reach your end customer. And at the top of the framework is the customer service. This one is really important issue to address because it retains customer and it is also an effective way to increase sales.
Build a brand, keep a customer. Customer service is a thing in a business that provides assistance to the customer's queries, needs, and wants. Other than proactive selling, customer service is a task that involves interaction with customers in person or by automated process. It is designed, performed, and communicated with 2 goals in mind, namely, operational production and customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction is defined as the measurement that determines how happy the customers are with the company's products, services, and capabilities. As such, it helps predict business growth and revenue.
Customer service, a unique selling proposition. In retailing, product, price, place, and promotion can be competitors, but the total experience from the store like ambience, music, and type of experience offered stays unique. The following can be used to effectively provide customer service. Identify the key customers. Listen and respond to them. It is important to listen to your customer because they are the ones who will consume the product on a daily basis. Define superior service and establish a service strategy. A strategy created needs to have a goal that's specified and the method by which these goals can be spelled out. Set standards and measure performance. Setting standards not only ensure compliance with the targets, but also helps improve your credibility every time the set standards are met and surpassed. Select, train, and empower employees to work for the customer. The retailer needs to create a workforce of employees who are dedicated and empowered to make decisions. Recognize and reward accomplishments. Recognizing one's work is a very important aspect in a business. It will boost their morale to become better every day.
I'm going to discuss the measuring gaps in service. So here is the consumer section and right here is the provider section. So to understand the word expected service and the word perceived services, this gap between the two is formed as consumer gap. So for the expected service, these are standards or preferences points which a customer or consumer brings into the service environment. These expectations of customers can be formed by several reasons. Reasons can be word of mouth communication, personal needs, and past experience. Now if we understand perceived services, these are actual service assessments when a customer is experiencing a service. And this gap is fueled by 3-4 other gaps, which are called provider gaps. So the first gap, we have to understand the management perception of consumers' expectation. So how does the management try to understand what the customers wants? This can be done through market research or in a customer's feedback. The next gap is the translation of perception into service quality. So this translation of perception management should understand what the customer wants and then tries to form the service environment in the way which the customer wants. So this can be the customer sees in terms of ambience, chairs, tables, and all these things with the customer wants, and management has to understand this and then needs to change in the service environment. The next gap is the service delivery. So when the management understands what the customers wants, develop this will result in a way which the customer is reflecting the standards and the people in the organization deliver the service.
Customer Relationship Management or CRM is a tool for managing all of your company's contact with the current prospective customers. The objective is simple: to strengthen commercial partnership. A CRM system helps business maintain client relationship, reduce procedures, and increase profitability. When individual refers to CRM, they typically mean a CRM system, which is a tool that aids in contact management, sales management, productivity, and other areas. A CRM system enables you to focus on your organization interactions with specific people, such as customers, service users, colleagues, and suppliers, throughout your lifetime with them, including acquiring new customers, securing business, and offering support and additional service.
CRM helps the retailer to ensure and improve customer satisfaction and experiences on the services that would differentiate them from their competitors. It also provides better consumer retention, detailed and accurate records about customers to know their needs and ways to satisfy them in order to deepen their trust and loyalty towards the business. Detailed analytics from CRM can boost business, identify new buyers, and retain the old one. It helps to know what areas in your business needs to improve, how to spend less money on ineffective marketing, and how to create a successful one for the business to sell more, to market better, and grow successfully.
Customer segmentation in retail. There are 3 segmentation in retail. Number 1, lower value segment. 2, grow able segment. And 3, most valued segment. As we can see in the chart, there are 3 columns. In the first column, we have lower value segment. In the second column, we have grow able segment. And lastly, we have a most valued segment. In lower value segment, we can find the in-store, POS, advertisement, and merchandising. In grow able segment, we can find the targeted direct mail and added value services. And for the last column, for the most value segment, we can find the tailored cross-learning based relationship.